forget to scoop up something to munch on at rrgsnacks.com, our online concession stand that has an assortment of Applewood smoked bacon jerky, freeze-dried goodies, and butter toffee peanuts. So Kanye has confirmed what we knew all along. His wife Bianca left him over his erratic social media posts. The drama never stops. In his new track, Bianca, he's out here spilling all the tea about how his girl supposedly had a whole panic attack over his wild social media antics. He raps, "My baby, she ran away, but first she tried to get me committed. Not going to the hospital because I ain't sick. I just don't get it." So basically, Bianca was over it and tried to get him checked in, but he's out here like, "Nah, I'm good." Then he adds, "She's having a panic attack and she not liking the way that I tweeted. Until Bianca's back, I stay up all night. I'm not going to sleep. I really don't know where she's at." Okay, so he's losing sleep, checking for her, and acting like he doesn't know what went wrong. Boy, be for real. And then in peak, "why would you say that" energy, he admits Bianca's family was trying to have him locked up and that he was tracking her through an app in his car when she dipped on him. But wait, it gets worse. He really had the nerve to compare their situation to Cassie and Diddy, of all people, with this line, "I guess we the new Cassie and Diddy. I'm making this song for Bianca. I'm feeling the spirit of Donda." Sir, what? Now why would you even say that? As for whether they're officially done or this is about an old split, who even knows? But one thing's for sure, the mess is messin'. Auntie, what do you think about all of this?
Baby, Bianca knew what she had when she got him, okay? Bianca ain't no fool. Now, she knew ain't no way that Kim would have let Kanye go if something wasn't wrong up under the hood. But she looked at Kim and said, "You know what? Kim had him. It's my turn. I want him. I want to be rich and famous. I want to be married to a celebrity. I don't care that he crazy." Women have got to stop thinking that they coochie is gonna solve everything, okay? Kanye got something that you can't catch. Kanye got something that can't be fixed by coochie, okay? Kanye got something that love will not heal. Kanye needs, say it with me, I got 3 words for you. Pharmaceuticals. Okay, that's 5 words. Pharmaceuticals. I know it's syllables, but roll with me. I got 5 words for Kanye. Pharmaceutical. Yeah, that's what Kanye needs. Right there. And a DOCTOR, of the psychiatric nature. Now, here's the thing. I don't know how I feel about non-black spouses locking up black men. I feel some kind of way about that. Judge your mama. It just is what it is. Even though black people are saying he needs some help. And we also feel like Kanye might benefit from being institutionalized just so they can get his medicine right. We don't want somebody who don't look like him or his mama to do it. That's just what it is. On the other hand, because you didn't marry somebody that looked like your mama, the women that do look like your mama over here painting our nails, because we don't have a dog in that fight. We don't have a horse in the race. You know, we over here like you make your bed, you lay in it. Because one thing I can say about a black woman is that she's not going to be outdone by that rich husband of hers that's providing a good life for she and her family. She going to get his butt on that medication if she got to mash it up in his oatmeal, if she got to put it in his favorite cookie, okay? If she got to put it in her cookie, we going to get that medication inside that husband. You hear me what I say? We're going to get that husband to the doctor. One thing about it, that's what we're going to do. When he is having a good day, we're going to get him to sign that paperwork, that medical power of attorney. We're going to get that for his sake and for the sake of our children. Because, see, it's given, put the black man in the system while she's still legally married to him. Why? So she can just run off with his fortune? Nope, no thank you. I don't like that idea. Move on to the next one. You married his crazy self, so leave him. Get a divorce. And see, that's the other thing. Why don't you just file for divorce? Why you leave and come back? Because she want the money, but not the man. See, and if she divorced him, she might get a little bit of money, but she won't get all the money. But if she has him committed, there's a possibility she get everything. See, I don't like that, Bianca. I'm clocking your tea, girl. I'm clocking your tea. I know earlier I said that you can't catch what Kanye got, but I just a little PSA. When you stay too long with somebody who's mentally ill and needs some assistance, some pharmaceutical assistance, that will weigh on you. You see how he got her acting crazy. You see how he had started making Kim act crazy, wearing them monochrome, ugly ass outfits. Then he had Bianca wearing nothing. She was wearing a chain link fishnet piece of nothing. So you gotta be careful with this type of mental illness. Now, I'm not a doctor, okay? I can't prescribe nothing, I can't call it by its scientific name. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's schizophrenia. I don't know if it's bipolar. I know there's a sprinkle of narcissism in there, but I don't know if that's a byproduct of what's really going on with Kanye. But I say, and will continue to say, that all this was triggered when his mama died, right? And there hasn't been a woman in his life, because you can say all day long that, but where the men at? Where the brothers at? Where the uncles at? Where the other females? Where the aunties and them that can come talk some sense into this child? But anyway, there hasn't been a woman, because I believe it would have to be a woman. Why? Because we're nurturers. That's just what we do. Because men, y'all like to do stuff, the masculine way. Y'all would knock his ass out and drag him to the facility.
Let's go.
Y'all would do that. Y'all would, beat him up until he signed the paper. So that don't really work. So that's why I say it would have to be a woman with a sweet touch. If his illness was triggered by the death of his mother, then his path to wholeness and wellness would have to be initiated by a woman who loves him as much as, no woman can love him as much as his mother, but it would have to be a woman who was in that capacity, who could usher him into wholeness and healing. And Bianca ain't got the sense to do it, obviously. The sense or the strength. Kim would have had it, but Kim was caught up because she was caught off guard. We didn't see Kanye crazy until, towards the end of their marriage with Kim. And Kim was like, what the is going on here? But she had enough sense to be like, you know what? I'm out. We're going to get a divorce. Because some women ain't up for the fight. They ain't going to force you to take no medication. They ain't going to make you go to the doctor. They say it ain't my business. You a grown-ass man. You ought to want to do it for yourself and for your children. But knowing the nature of men, like I said, it's going to take a woman, a special woman, to get through to Kanye. And hopefully somebody get through to him before it's too late. Hopefully he'll get some help before he does irreparable damage to his career. Because right now, crazy Kanye is kind of clicking. Everybody kind of know what it is. They know what the deal is. But that can only go on for so long. All right, because let me tell you something. When North grows up, when North turns 18, I don't believe North is going to play about her daddy, and whether he married to somebody or not, I believe North is going to take care of her daddy. And I believe she's going to use her mama's legal acuity to get it done. You understand what I'm saying? So I think Bianca need to go and get out the way. And if she can't get Kanye no help, because obviously she can't. He need it though. Lord, does he need it. But and North still got some growing up to do. I don't know if she knows what's going on yet. I don't know if she knows what they saying about her daddy. But that woman that I was talking about, it could very well be North. But I don't know if we got enough time, you know what I'm saying, to wait on North to figure out what's going on with her daddy, because she's still a child herself. This shouldn't be something that she would have to do. But if anybody could get it done and get through to her father, I think it would be North, that woman I talked about earlier, who holds a special place in his heart and is the apple of his eye. I believe North could get it done for her daddy. But ain't nobody checking for Bianca. Bianca ain't gonna be the one to get it done. Her family ain't gonna be the one to get it done, because that's a grown man, and unless he agrees to commit himself, which he ain't gonna do. He already told you that, made a song about it and everything. He said he ain't going to no hospital. So you can hang that up. The only thing Bianca can do to get out of Dodge is divorce the man. And that would tell us what we need to know. If she stick by him and keep playing with his antics, it's because she's comfortable where she's at. And she deserves everything to come her way, even if she pick up a little bit of that mental illness herself. Because when you got to tap dance around crazy, some of that crazy get on you. I know I said you couldn't pick it up, but you get a little smidge of it. You can shake it off, but you still get a little smidge of it on you. This is why I also believe that crazy and creative genius are two sides of the same coin. You understand what I'm saying? And Kanye losing his mama flipped his coin. He was a creative genius. We loved his music. We loved his creative style. We even loved some of his little antics. But then when his mama died, that coin flipped, and now the crazy is showing. But and it's just as deep as the genius is. And I think that's what people have a hard time wrestling with Kanye, because we've seen his creative genius and we hope that it comes back. But grief will do strange things to a person, and so we keep Kanye lifted up and Lord, can I just talk like an old black woman for a minute? Can y'all, what you say, I've been talking like one? Shut up. Listen, Kanye need him a black woman. That what Kanye need? And some of y'all gonna be in the audience and say, listen, it ain't got nothing to do with race. The devil is a lie. The devil is like, you don't ever hear about Denzel flipping out. You don't ever hear about Samuel L. Jackson losing his Now, I know mental illness is one thing and, flipping out is another. I understand that Kanye really has some stuff going on, but I'm just saying, look at these black actors with these black wives. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comments, because I know you will.